What would you sacrifice for the ones you love? It's a question that pushes the boundaries of our understanding of love and the depths we're willing to plunge for it. Today, we delve into the heart-wrenching yet inspiring realm of unconditional love, exploring top 5 stories where spouses, driven by the compelling force of love, made the unthinkable decision to leave their families under uncertain circumstances. These are tales of profound sacrifice, where individuals chose to step into the abyss, not out of infidelity, but to protect those they hold dear. Each story is a testament to the human spirit, a demonstration of love's transformative power, and a reminder of the lengths we can go to shield our loved ones from harm. As we journey through these narratives, we invite you to reflect on your own understanding of love and sacrifice. Prepare yourself for a journey through the powerful stories of love and sacrifice. Imagine a world torn apart by war, and yet a single act of love shines through the darkness. In the heart of this chaos, picture a humble home, a haven of love and warmth, sheltering a family. At its helm is a man, a pillar of strength, a devoted husband, and a loving father. But beyond these roles, he is also a patriot, burning with a desire to defend his homeland. The news of the war comes, not as a shock, but as a call to duty. He watches as his peaceful world is threatened, and he knows he must act. Not for glory or honor, but for the safety of those he holds dear. The decision isn't easy. It's a choice between the comforting embrace of his family and the harsh reality of the battlefield. Yet, his resolve doesn't waver. He understands that his departure may bring tears, but his absence could mean the preservation of the life they've built together. His heart aches as he looks into the eyes of his wife, a silent conversation passing between them. They know the risks, the uncertainty, the fear, but they also understand the necessity. So with a heavy heart, he leaves behind his home, his life, his love, stepping into the unknown with the hope of a safer future. His departure is not a goodbye, but a promise of return, a promise of a life unmarred by violence, a promise of a world where their children can live without fear. He carries this promise with him, a beacon of hope in the face of adversity. And so, he marches on, a brave heart in the face of war, driven by love and duty. His journey is testament to the strength of the human spirit, and the lengths one would go to protect their loved ones. His story is not just about war, but about the power of love to inspire courage and sacrifice. The battlefield may be miles away, but his heart remains at home, with his family, his love. It's a sacrifice, a trade-off. He gives up his personal happiness for a chance at a safer world for his loved ones, a sacrifice of personal happiness for the safety of loved ones. Freedom is never free, and sometimes love demands the highest payment. Let's delve into a tale that unfolds in a society where liberty is a luxury, not a birthright. A place where dreams are shackled and voices are muzzled. This is the story of a woman who dared to dream, dared to fight, and dared to love. In the heart of this repressive society, there lived a woman named Maya. She was not just a wife and a mother, but also a beacon of hope and resilience for her family. She was their defender, their protector, their light in the darkness. But Maya's love for her family wasn't just confined to the four walls of their home. It was a love that transcended these walls and reached out to the oppressed society they were a part of. Maya recognized that the chains of repression were not only shackling her, but also her loved ones. The future she envisioned for her children was not one of fear and obedience, but one of freedom and opportunity. She knew the path to such a future was fraught with danger, yet her love for her family and her longing for their freedom fueled her courage. One day, Maya made the heart-wrenching decision to leave her family, not out of a desire to abandon them, but to fight for a world where they could live freely. She traded the warmth of her home for the cold, harsh realities of the outside world. She swapped her role as a caretaker for that of a freedom fighter, all in the name of love. Her departure left a void in her family, a space filled with longing and uncertainty, but it also left behind a legacy of courage, a legacy of love that was willing to pay the ultimate price for freedom. This is not just Maya's story. It's a testament to the power of love and the lengths it will go to ensure the freedom of the ones it holds dear. It's a reminder that sometimes love means letting go, not to lose, but to win a better tomorrow. A sacrifice made not out of duty but out of love. Time is a foe we all must face, but what happens when it becomes a matter of life and death? Imagine, if you will, a life threatened by an incurable disease, a life hanging in the balance, teetering on the precipice of existence and oblivion. Now picture a spouse, a partner in every sense of the word, who refuses to accept the inevitable, who chooses to fight against time itself to save the one they love. This is the story of a battle against time, a battle waged out of love. In the heart of our protagonist, a resolve was born, a resolve as solid as diamond and as unyielding as the tide. He knew he had to leave his family, his home, everything familiar and comforting, to venture into the unknown in search of a cure that may not even exist. The decision was not an easy one. It was a choice forged in the crucible of desperation and hope. The emotional struggle was immense, the weight of the decision pressing down on him like a mountain. Yet, his motivation was clear as day. His love for his partner was his driving force. This love, this unbreakable bond, was his beacon in the darkest of nights. It fueled his determination. It gave him strength when his legs threatened to buckle. It gave him hope when all seemed lost. He was willing to sacrifice his own happiness, his own comfort, for the chance, however slim, to save his partner. The journey was fraught with challenges, each one more daunting than the last. Yet he pressed on, driven by the eternal flame of love burning brightly within his heart. He was a warrior, battling not with swords or guns, but with time itself. His weapon was his unwavering resolve, his shield, his undying love. This tale is a testament to the power of love, to the lengths one can go to protect those they hold dear. It is a story of a battle against time, a battle fought with every breath, every beat of a heart. A quest fueled by love, a sacrifice made for love. Imagine a world where the future of a child depends on a sacrifice no parent should ever have to make. This is the world that Maria found herself in. Maria, a mother of one, lived in a country riddled with conflict and poverty. Though she and her husband worked tirelessly, they could barely scrape by, let alone secure a promising future for their young son. So, Maria made a decision that would change their lives forever. With a heavy heart and tear-filled eyes, she decided to leave her family. Not because she wanted to, but because she had to. She had to ensure a better future for her son, a future she couldn't provide in their home country. She set her sights on a land of opportunity, a place where her son could grow, learn, and thrive without the constant shadow of hardship looming over him. Her departure was a silent one. She couldn't bear to face her family, to see the confusion and hurt in their eyes. As she slipped away under the cover of night, she left behind a letter, a piece of her heart inked onto paper. She explained her reasons, her hopes, her dreams for their son. The letter ended with a promise to reunite one day when their son could live a life free from the chains of their homeland's strife. The road ahead was fraught with challenges, but Maria braved them all. She faced each hardship with courage, each setback with resilience. Her motivation? The image of her son, growing up with opportunities she never had, a future brighter than any she could provide back home. In her solitude, she clung to the memories of her family, her husband's smile, her son's laughter. They were her strength, her beacon of hope in a journey filled with uncertainty and sacrifice. A sacrifice made for the next generation, a testament of unyielding love. What do these stories tell us about the power of love and sacrifice? They reveal to us that love isn't merely the fluttering butterflies in your stomach or stolen glances across a crowded room. It's about standing strong in the face of adversity, about making tough choices for the well-being of those we hold dear. Recall the brave heart who faced war, not for honor or glory, but for the safety of his loved ones, or the one who paid the price of freedom, choosing separation over a life of oppression. We've seen the battle against time, where every tick of the clock was a reminder of the sacrifice made for love. And who could forget the unspoken sacrifices made for a child's future, a testament to the boundless love of a parent. These stories are a poignant reminder that love and sacrifice are two sides of the same coin. Remember, love is about sacrifices, and sacrifices are made out of love. Now that we've journeyed through these stories together, we'd love to hear from you. Feel the pulse of our community by subscribing, following, and liking our content. Your voice matters, so don't hesitate to drop a comment or share this video. Perhaps you have your own tale of love and sacrifice? We're all ears. Join us again as we continue to explore the depths of human emotions and experiences. Until then, stay strong, stay loving.